Hello and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Today we are talking about a very significant astrological event, the Aquarius New Moon, which occurs on the February the 1st, 2022. Now this is also significant because it is the start of the lunar new year and it is the year of the tiger. So there's a lot happening here, and when I tune into this energy, when the sun and the moon are conjunct in the sign of Aquarius and it is a new moons are always about new beginnings, conception, start of the cycle. It's a dark moon, so you don't necessarily know exactly what this is, but it's a sense of something is conceived, an energy or an idea is conceived in this darkness. So in this very fertile space, it's kind of womb-like energy, which is actually really lovely. Now, what I'm getting with this new moon is it's incredibly high vibrational, this energy, this light that's coming down and hitting the earth. And it feels like this very high, clear frequency that's coming in. And I'm feeling with this, things like these kind of crystals, the selenites or any kind of clear quartz crystal are really great for activating this or helping it integrate into your body. So you can do this in so many different ways in terms of meditations, imagining a white light coming through your crown and coming down through your body and allowing it to be aware of where it may stop, where it may feel blocked. And so this is where you can really just let the energy, the light do its work to help clear some blockages. There's so many ways you could clear this energy. So just by going out, by stepping into the sun, you can really imagine that light coming through and connecting with you as well as sunlight, or imagine a shower, the water coming through like that white light and connecting. So this very high frequency energy, which is very much connected to the age of Aquarius, the new consciousness, the new earth consciousness that is coming through is hitting us. And I'm also getting, for those of you that are super intuitive, which I know a lot of you are that are listening to this, you don't need to be doing anything. You don't need to have it come through your crown. You can quite literally just be open to this, and it will be connecting to you on a real cellular level on your body. So I think you'll be feeling this as a lightness. So this energy is really coming. What it's doing is raising your vibration. It is clearing out a whole heap of old programming that's coming through, and it's aligning you to this new consciousness that's coming through. It's aligning you to something that is a new commitment, something that is very individual to you that's coming through, a new sense of this is for me and it's time. So I feel like the fact that the new moon is also in conjunct with Saturn in Aquarius, this is a sense that there is something, an energy that has been swirling around. I'm getting in particular from late last year, around November, December, when the eclipses were around, that there's been a lot of energy, like information in your energetic field on a high vibrational level that was swirling around and hadn't actually integrated into your logical mind, into your consciousness, into your body yet. And it was there percolating, formulating, but there's a sense that something that you were working on within that time frame has matured. And there's a responsibility coming in, this sense of responsibility that comes with this to conceive what this is for you personally. And it is going to be something very individual and unique to you with this Aquarius energy. It's something related to what your unique light code, what it is that you have to offer the world in relation to your own personal energetics, and how this is going to affect this new consciousness, the collective, and the future of yourself and even the earth. So, you can think big with this, but it can also feel like a very personal energy, just the fact it is a commitment that you will be feeling. And I feel there's a lot going on inside, around your mind. I feel like there's a lot going up, and there's a thought that is formulating into some kind of fixed decision or thought or energy that you're like, right, I'm kind of getting the Ace of Swords energy, like clear, moving forward. There's a new contract here, a new commitment, which is fantastic. So I'm going to pull a card for this actually. I'm going to just get some messages around this new moon. So I do feel like it's time. You're getting a sense that it's time. You were kind of this energy was swirling around you. You had a sense it was coming, and now it's time to start. Now, it's interesting because this is all very much in the element of Aquarius, in the element of air, so it feels very much up in the ether. But there is a lot of energy also happening in the earth energies. So there's a couple of other interesting planets that are having close conjunctions and conversations. In particular, Mars and Venus are getting pretty close in the sign of Capricorn, and they're having an interesting conversation because Venus has gone back and been retrograde, and she's turned around now in the sign of Capricorn, and this is a very serious Venus having a conversation with Mars, who wants to just move forward. He's like stepped into Capricorn and goes, right, I've got this ambition, this power, I want to step forward. And Venus is like, well, I've done my report, I've done my evaluation, I've gone through and worked out what is really resonating me in terms of what are my values in life, and what are the possessions, the things that I need and love around me, the people and the things. And I've done this report. And so I've got a really clear idea about what this is that I want. She's very powerful, strong, kind of divine feminine energy coming through here, Venus. She's coming to sort some stuff out. She's now like, okay, I'm in sorting out mode. And Mars is like, yeah, let's do this. But Venus is like, well, I feel like she's like, we need to have a serious conversation about this. And Mars is like, yes, 80% listening and 20% off. They're not really focusing and going, right, I can do this, I can do that, I want to move forward with this, and just kind of moving forward and not really listening. So it feels like there's a lot of energy in terms of plans, ideas, new goals, where there may be a little sense of wanting to rush into something or just move forward without necessarily having the fuller picture or having, all the facts coming in at this moment in time. That it's almost there, but there's a part that wants to rush forward. So this can be mirrored back to you through conversations with people where you're like, I've got this great idea, I want to be doing this, and someone tells you all the reasons why you can't do it right now. Not to say you can't do it in the near future, but there's this step, this step, this step, this step, and have you thought about this? And it's kind of like, it can feel a bit like deflating, like, oh, I really wanted to move forward with this. It can feel a bit like a dream crusher, but it is a very sensible, pragmatic energy with this Venus and Mars energy that's coming through. And interesting, these are the personal planets. So you'll be feeling this within yourself, these energies. And it's kind of like whatever it is that you're working on in terms of your relationships, your values, in terms of your money, that you may have had to go back and rework some stuff, reevaluate some things. Whatever it is that there's this sense of wanting to move forward with now, these plans, because they are sextiling Jupiter in Pisces, could really expand. If you wanted to, you have to activate that. Whatever these energies are that are coming through, they could expand and they could bring a lot of good fortune, luck with Jupiter in Pisces. It could be quite a mystical experience as well with all this high vibrational energy. And it can also be something that can be highly creative. So that can also come through. Venus and Mars are also trining Uranus in Taurus. So it's a sense that Uranus is kind of having a chat. They're having a chat with the outer planets going, we've got all these great ideas, and Uranus in Taurus is going, yes, but I want to free you from things that are no longer right for you anymore. I want to free you from stuff that is no longer resonating in terms of your human world, in terms of how you're relating to the external world, in terms of what it is that you need to feel free and to feel light. And so it's a very, very potent energy that's coming through with those two things. Now, interestingly, the other planets that are having the conversation is Mercury, another little fast-moving personal planet, and Pluto, the big planet of transformation and sex, death, transformation. And Mercury, the planet of communication, is in retrograde. It's gone back to check in with Pluto and go, I've been working on these new ideas. I just want to come back and see how feasible they are, get some information about how transformative they can be, what sort of fears may be around it, what can be let go of, and also just to check in and see what's new. And Pluto goes, well, okay, great, glad to have you back. I'll tell you what's new. What's new is that now I am actually trining the North Node, which has switched into the sign of Taurus. And I'm getting a lot of information. Pluto's getting a lot of information about how the purpose of the world, your own personal purpose as well, has shifted. So the North Node is a sense of what you have come in to learn in terms of a soul growth. It can feel like a purpose. It can be the thing that you feel like you need to truly accomplish in your life to feel fulfilled. So the fact it shifted into Taurus, which is the earth sign as well, would suggest that it has a lot to do with your physical body, with the food that you're eating, with your, again, Taurus and Venus are very connected because they're both Taurus is ruled by Venus. So it is this sense that it can be very much, again, to do with what you value in relation to the earth. And if we throw the new earth consciousness that's coming in with this Aquarius full moon, you can see it starting to build a bigger picture in terms of where you see yourself in this picture. So interesting with the North Node in Taurus, I feel like, it would mean that the South Node is in Scorpio, and the South Node is things that we've already learned or already know. And in Scorpio, in terms of the world, I'm getting a lot to do with psychology. We had the rise of psychology in the 60s. It's now become something that is so prevalent. It's such a part of our life, mental health, our relationships, and the way we perceive the world. And I'm kind of getting with this North Node shift going back to Taurus that we're connecting back to Mother Earth, to this very ancient earth energy, and going, okay, let's look at how we're responding to the earth. We've already seen with Uranus and Taurus that we've had food supply issues. And this is very much a bigger kind of picture energy of how are we treating the earth? How are we using the earth? How are we manufacturing things? What sort of food are we making? So asking these sort of bigger questions, and when it's actually there, this energy is actually squaring the new moon in Aquarius, which is challenging it, which is the Aquarius energy can be new ideas, new solutions to things, future-orientated ideas. It can be new technologies. It can be new forms of currency and banking and money. So can be things that could be, some people may be conceiving little ideas about this. And I know there's already a lot happening, but I would expect that there may be more that's coming out of this related to that. There's a challenge here being thrown, which is kind of interesting. Now, the other thing that's happening is that Chiron in Aries is sextiling this new moon in Aquarius. And this is all about the fact that whatever this new thing that's coming in, this new alignment that's coming in for you, this new commitment to something that feels really true to you, it is sextiling this energy of Chiron, which is represented by the wound. And this is about with this new alignment, it's about doing something on your own terms. And it's about starting something new, initiating how you initiate things, how assertive you are in that, and how you can really do this on your own terms, as I said. So I do think that's all really, really important. And I'm going to pull some cards some tarot cards just for this new moon energy that's coming in, just to kind of get some cosmic messages from the tarot. So the thing is, it might actually be really important to ground yourself with this energy, be open to it because it's so high vibrational energy. But what I was getting with these pairs of conjunctions, the Venus, Mars, and the Mercury, Pluto conjunctions, they're like sentinels. They're like two guards standing next to each other in the earth energy, guarding and welcoming and grounding this very high vibrational energy of the Aquarius new moon into your physical body, into a physical reality, and really helping you understand this and comprehend this in a bigger level. So it's logical, but the logical brain is starting to understand this, and then it's coming in through your body. And I'm kind of particularly getting around your shoulders, your arms, your neck, that you'll be feeling this. And that can really help with, that is an area of our body that we do carry a lot of tension from everyday life. So this is something that you could really work with that energy, which could actually be really good. So I do feel like be open to the high vibration of it. If you are particularly intuitive, you might feel a little bit like on an energy high. And this is really important to be open to that, but also afterwards when it's integrating down or even during it, to make sure that you are either going out, connecting to the earth, feeling your feet on the earth, doing any kind of meditation that is grounding, or just being out in nature that can really help you bring this in. And what I'm also getting is ordinary life, ordinary routines can really help bring, it might feel like a bit of a come down afterwards. It's kind of like, oh, I was on this real high and now I'm back in the daily grind. But they're saying this is really important because this energy needs to integrate. It needs some kind of a routine to kind of start feeling like, yeah, I kind of get routine in some way, or feeling really grounded can be really important. So let's pull a card, a message around this, and then we're going to talk about the year of the tiger just quickly. I don't know a lot about Chinese astrology, but I do actually have 2 cards here, 2 tiger tarot cards. So I thought we'd tune in and just get some messages around this. So I just need to make sure that the energy is right for this, for what's coming through with this Aquarius New Moon. But it feels really important. It does feel really important. And it is a sense that, yes, it could be bringing in more things that can bring in a lot of stability. It can be around themes of stability here with the 10 of Pentacles. And it's also saying what this idea that might be conceived could actually be related to a legacy that you want to leave on the earth. It could be something new, or it could be a new idea associated with something you're already working on. But this feels something that is very solid. It could be very long term as well. It's something that's very needed, and you might really feel this in terms of your actual material world, in terms of your home, your relationships with people, so your general life. So that feels really, really important. I'm just going to pull one more card to come through with this energy. So very, very nice energy. And that's why I think it's really important to have that earth energy around. It really is grounding this down into a reality. So let's see what else we have coming through. We've got the 4 of Wands. I've got it upside down. The 4 of Wands. Again, both of these around foundations. It's very foundational energy that's coming through here for you. So this is very, very important. And the 4 of Wands is all around mastery and harmony within relationships with where you're living. So this feels really, really important, because if you're feeling grounded and happy in the comfort of where you're at, in terms of even your physical space around your home, but even within yourself, that's going to have a flow-on effect to the world and to this higher consciousness energy that's coming around. And this is what I'm getting, is this is our personal responsibility to be happy, know what it is that you want, build some good foundations for yourself in this world. So have a real think about what that could be. And I kind of get with this, it's not, the full picture is not going to necessarily be here at the moment. There is the full moon in Leo occurring around mid-month, around the 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the world. And that's where I feel like there's this ever unfolding journey with this. But with the Leo full moon that comes in, I feel like there's a sense that the picture has become, there's a culmination point with it where something has kind of clicked, or the picture has become full enough that you can actually see it now. So yes, it's very much a journey. So with the Aquarius New Moon happening on the 1st, give or take a day, both depending on where you are in the world, it is a sense that this is where you might have a clear idea or a sense that something is shifting and changing and aligning. This can be also external in your world. Maybe there's new contracts coming in for you. But yes, I feel like you'll get the fuller picture in a couple of weeks' time. And then it's just, I get it's infinite, this energy. It's not like there's no timeline. Time actually doesn't really exist with it. So interestingly, we'll look at the year of the tiger. Like I said, I don't know heaps about Chinese astrology, so I am going to go intuitively into the cards with this. And what I get immediately is, because it's conjunct this age of Aquarius high vibrational new moon energy, it's saying that there's a lot George, the rooster, is agreeing with this. But yes, you know, the year of the tiger comes around every 12 years. And so we've had cycles of it in the past, but there's a sense that this energy here is new. There might be new interpretations, a higher vibrational experience of this tiger energy that comes through for you, and a newer understanding, a bigger understanding. And what I'm being told with that is to just be very open energetically for what that is, not necessarily, yes, you can read everything about it online, but be open to your own personal experience of this as well, which is really important. So the tiger energy is, I just get that this is, again, this sense of upward spiral of higher vibration. But I feel like a lot of you are connecting into a higher level of intuition with this. And tigers are, yes, we know they're fierce, they're courageous. This one in particular, the King of Crystals, courage and commitment. I found the 2 tigers that are in my decks at the moment. One is from the animals, the Wild Unknown deck, and one is from, it's called Spirit Song Tarot. And this King of Crystals is actually the equivalent of the King of Pentacles. So it is actually a very Taurian and Capricorny earthy energy that's come in. And the fire is a land animal, but in this one it is an element of fire as well. And what I'm getting here for just both of these when I'm tuning into the tiger energy is this is where you have the ability to be so crystal clear about energies that you want to overcome, things that you want to overcome in your life, things that you were once scared of, or things that were of a lower vibration connected to fear, that can now definitely be up operating on a higher level, where there is this sense of being able to step into something where you didn't feel you previously could. So it's opening you to new possibilities, which is fantastic. And there is a sense that, again, I get those words, courage, but it's the courage to do something new. And it's the courage to trust spirit. And it's the courage to trust that part of yourself that's giving you these really strong messages. So ultimately what I'm getting, just finishing off here with this, is the words I get for this is comfort and stability, that this energy wants to bring this in. So there's a sense that once you tap into that high vibrational energy of being very crystal clear about what it is that you want to transmute and release that you're scared of, this is where you can let some energy really ground down again. And it's a sense of, I get creature comforts of getting your needs met, to feel like there's provisions, things are provided for you. So really seeing to that and knowing what it is that you need to feel comfortable in life. So that's it. That's the energy coming through. That's the message coming through. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And also, if you're interested in your individual zodiac readings for each sign, they're also on the channel out for the week of January the 31st through to the 6th of February. And this covers this period that we're talking about. George is like, yeah, head over to that. That's my rooster in the background. So that is for the week of the 31st of January through to the 6th of Feb. So thanks so much for joining me and take care.